Hello and welcome to another episode of Bushcraft Dave. Not on a big walk. Part of me would have loved to get out and about in this snow today, but the routes around the Peak District were a little bit hit and miss, and instead I decided it would be a good idea to just stay at home, safe with family, but I have got a cook that I want to do. Whilst I was out on my travels in Austria doing my skiing trip, one of the fantastic dishes that I had whilst I was out there was a dish called Kaiserschmarren, which I've probably absolutely butchered how to say it, but Kaiserschmarren. It is a traditional Austrian dish. I'm going to do it slightly different just because, you know, it's a Bushcraft Dave video, but traditionally it comes with raisins inside, and I am not a big fan of raisins. So I'm going to do it without raisins. I'm going to keep it nice and plain. And also normally traditionally it's served with a cooked plum sauce. I'm not a particular big fan of cooked fruit, so I've decided to go golden syrup and just sweeten it up that way. But here's how I'm going to make it, and it should be a super quick recipe. We'll see. My garden is full of snow, so you'll see that in the video. But what I ended up buying when I was out in Austria, just in one of the supermarkets, was this. It's in fact, I'll put it in front of the camera. There we go. It's a Knorr Kaiserschmarren bag thing. I think it says ohne Raisinen, which I presume means without raisin. I mean, I'll be honest, all of the instructions are in German. I've trusted Mrs. Bushcraft Dave to tell me what it is. She speaks much better German than me. So we're going to try and give this a go. In theory, it should be super quick. We just fry it off. It's a bit like a pancake, really fluffy, sweet pancake. I'm going to cook this off, put it all together, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's get cooking. Okay, the first thing that I need to do before I do anything else is, and this isn't actually cooking, I've not got the heat on yet, is I need to take my Kaiserschmarren packet, open it up, and pop all of the ingredients. I'm just whacking it into a bowl. I mean, I can't even tell you what the ingredients say. Anybody who really wants to can have a look, but sugar, flour, we'll go with that. Right. According to this instructions, into the packet of all the powdered ingredients, we're going to put in 250 mils of water. Now, I'm not going to put it all in. I'm just going to leave a splash left over. I want to have a little bit left if it's a bit thick. So we're beating the ingredients together. Oh, don't start raining. I don't need that. Well, if I have to, I'll cook it rain. Oh, it's really... It already feels quite... sort of spongy. It's cool. This Kaiserschmarren is a really fluffy mixture. I mean, I think I'm going to have more than I'm going to be able to put in the pan, but oh my god, that tastes so good already. Right, I'll put all 250 in just to thin it a little bit more, so it's a little bit more malleable. Okay, so there we have it, our beaten Kaiserschmarren mixture. It's basically a glorified pancake batter. Oh, it's snowing again. Right, get cracking. Okay, let's light the fuel. Why am I getting no gas out of that? Not tight enough? There we go. Let's light it. So according to the recipe, I want to melt the butter. It's just a teaspoon of butter. It's going to be awkward, there's too much water getting in the pan. So with Kaiserschmarren, it's like a pancake, but it's a pancake that's cut up into pieces. And what I really like about the instructions is it kind of tells you about the stages of cutting it up into all the different bits. So once this butter's melted, and it's spitting because of all rain getting into it, let's get that melted. It wants me to cook it over a low heat for about 3 minutes. Okay, right, that's melted. Good thing about being on the snow is I can vaguely level it. Right, let's go in. So basically I want to fill the pan. It should hopefully naturally rise anyway. Once this has had its sort of 3 minutes and it looks like it's cooked, or it's sort of cooked enough on the underside, we're going to split it into quarters and then we'll flip each quarter over. It's a really good way of not having to flip over the entire Kaiserschmarren at all. You don't have to flip over the whole thing. Splitting it into quarters, we just do one section at a time. So with the bubbling, it's almost a bit like it's almost like a crumpet. Let's just give it a bit of a, yeah, okay. So the top is wobbling, the underside is not bad. It's going to keep cooking anyway, so I'm thinking I've just got my wooden knife. And then we go the other way. Might be a good idea to hold it, what do you think? Using a wooden knife means I shouldn't be causing any issues with the non-stick. So let's flip over these quarters. I'll see if it works anyway. Oh, come on. It still needs to cook. Let's see if I can... Basically, it isn't a complete pancake, Kaiserschmarren. It is broken up pancake. So what I'm not bothered about is that it looks a mess. It shouldn't look quite as bad as this. What I do need to continue to do now is cut it up into pieces. I mean, in the end, they've not actually turned out too bad at all. They're almost like a pancake dumpling, almost like a gnocchi. Maybe they stuck because the pan was too hot. Maybe they stuck because it wasn't hot enough. Who knows? Right, I reckon we're going to call that done. Let's head over, plate it up, and give it a try. I'll get that pan straight onto soak. So let's get some golden syrup on there. A little bit of golden syrup. Nice. So the traditional Austrian way would be to have it with some plum sauce. The Kaiserschmarren would probably have raisins in it. Maybe a bit of icing sugar dusted on the top. I had no icing sugar. I don't like raisins, I don't like plum sauce, but I do like Kaiserschmarren themselves. So you can order it without the plum sauce. I think also maybe with something like chocolate chips scattered over would be awesome as well. Right, time to give it a try. And there we have it. Kaiserschmarren, cooked on my Trangia 27 in my back garden. Let's give it a try. I'm sure I've messed up cooking this. I'm sure I'll do it better again another time, but here we go. I've probably slightly undercooked it because I was worried about the other bits that were burning. Right, I'm just going to give some to camera woman, hang on.
Oh my god. That's really good.
Do you like that? Sweet, isn't it?
It's basically like pancakes in really small ball form.
But it's fluffy as well. Are you focused on me or I mean, at the minute.
I mean, I'm focusing on you.
At the moment, my camera woman, all she's doing is looking at this.
No, actually, I was just looking at your face, so.
I think you're looking at this, going, "When's the next lot coming here?" Anyway, so I've still got some more of this to cook. I'm going to cook it inside. I'll give it to the children because I think they're going to absolutely destroy this anyway. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed my Kaiserschmarren cooking in the snow. We'll see you in the next one. Press the button.
Bye.
Right, it's snowing.
It's very cold and I've got a coat on.
It's cold, she ain't got a coat on. Poor parenting 101.